Why do engines get like this? And more importantly, have I caused it? That's better. More stance, please. Thank you. What a successful, enjoyable, exciting, wild video we've had, chaps. 2 minutes. I forgot to do an intro for this video. I'm halfway through it. Fancy that, eh? Join my Discord server. What's a Discord server? I don't really know, but it's a way that we can have a little community on the side. So don't worry, I don't really know what's happening either, but have a look in the description and join the server of the Discord and have the discussion. And there's lots of stuff going on and lots of chats. And we're building a community, and we've got custom pictures of emoticons, emojis. Discord. Now then, into the video. M3 Resurrection Day. Again. I think I've used that once already on this channel, but I need to resurrect the M3 again. It hasn't moved since I took it to Cadwell. Do you remember when we went to Cadwell and had a real good time? Car was real fast and everything. Well, unfortunately on the way home, we started doing the fucking suspensiones knock-os again. So, you know, I was a bit like, fuck. So what I've done to try and fix that is I've got some, see them there? There's some new drop links for the front, yeah? I'm going to try and change the drop links and see if it changes. They're just standard ones again from an E36 M3. Nothing fancy, yeah? Someone said before I need to get adjustable ones, but I don't think I do. I just don't think I do. Maybe I do, maybe I'm just wasting my money yet again. But yeah, we're going to have an M3 day today. You excited? Got this on, look. Oh, look at that. And yes, there will be a green bastard one as well. Spoke to the designer. Spoke to him today because I want him to do a green bastard and E36 drifting together. And guess what we're going to call it? The Green Bastards. Hey? Fucking, you know, big brain time. E46 M3 video today then. We will eventually get round to this, don't worry. We will get round to it. It's going to happen, right? It's got to happen. You know, more things get done and more time becomes available for the White Comet, yeah? Akagi's White Comet. Well, it'll rise sooner or later, but the M3, now I've got a few concerns with the M3. You noisy bastard, van bastard. The car a bit tight, wasn't it? So I've got my concerns with me M3. Now, first of all, the ride height. When I was pissing about putting more preload on the springs when I was trying to figure out if that's why it was knocking, I messed the ride height, so the alignment's not good. But I'm intending to do a track day in it on Monday, yeah? Track day at Anglesey. I was thinking of taking the MR2, you know, seat time, trying to be a professional racing driver and all that. But then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'd fucking love this car, and you know, I'd love to drive it on track. It's got a bit dirty in here, I didn't put the cover back on it, so, you know, the birds have been doing their business, and the front's still, well, it's got like a nice mixture of dead flies from Cadwell and just dust and shit all over it. A bit more bird poopy poop. Probably sick of me showing you bird poo on the M3 by now, aren't you? But, you know, it's still here, it still lives, and we're going to give it an oil change. Well, we're going to try and give it an oil change. I need to check if I've got enough oil. Oh, secret shelves, oh, secret shelves. Aha, I knew I kept it somewhere. It's fucking, yeah, I know it's not Castrol's, but we're going to give it a let me just make sure I've got fucking 10 litres, whatever it takes. It's about 6 litres or something. What's up, Mr. Nice London?
I need a big Allen key.
A big Allen key?
Big.
How big?
Like big.
Beep, 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 boop, boop. Ooh, there's a free present in here for us. Oh, yeah, boy. Fucking hell, that was well in. The old spare tyre. Right, let's see if you fucking starts, boy. Oh, what was that? Oh yeah, that was probably... Yeah, we don't talk about that. Right, editor, cut to me being outside. No, editor, they don't want to see a cold start. What if it taps or doesn't start? Yeah, I'm always kind of reminded about how not bad this car is every time I drive it. It's really not bad, you know. For some reason I think of it in my head as always needing like loads of work and stuff, and maybe that's a problem with me. That's why I kind of prefer just driving the 5 Series always, because, you know, just making sure the bonnet was closed. But yeah, that's the oil all up to temp. I think I've done about 3,000 miles since the last oil change. I had the bearings and stuff done at Rob at RD Motorsport, but it was about a year ago, so that's the reason I'm doing the change. Not real happy with this new front ride height, you know. Obviously there's not a lot I can do other than, you know what, I might take a couple of threads off the coilovers while it's in the air, get it back to roughly where it was, and if I can find some tech screws we'll put the front splitter back on as well, I reckon. But yeah, she's not that bad. The wheels still look pretty clean, don't they? Just needs a good old fucking bath. All that Cadwell shit getting off it, and then all the angles of shit putting back on it from Monday. Right, well our oil temp is, what's that, 75 degrees C? 75 degrees, eh? I wouldn't normally film an oil change, you know, because, you know, it's just regular stuff, innit? But I did one on the 5 Series the other night, and it ended up being a fucking job and a half, you know, like these things often do. And because there's other little things going on, and because a lot of people just fucking like the M3, I thought, yeah, we'll have mostly an oil change video. Change those drop links as well, they'll be a pain in the ass. You know, I didn't get any knocking then when I was just out on my drive. Felt alright, didn't get any knocking, so, you know, maybe it's just all up here, but I swear there's something knocking, man. Let's get it lifted. Oh, the big girl is in the air. Always a bit of a twat to get on the ramp, this motherfucker. And I always forget that the sump plug is actually a little chuffing Allen bolt of all things. Ooh. So, is the oil, is it going to be texture like sun, or is it going to be texture like cola? Is her name Lola, or is her name golden brown? Why is that? Oh, it's making me nervous how tight this sump plug is. Ah, she's got loose. We like that. Ooh, the refresh rate of this LED must be different. Right, fire in the hole. Ooh, she walks like a woman, but she talks like a man. That's pretty black, isn't it? It looks pretty clean on the dipstick. Of course, if we get into the light, it doesn't look that bad. It's not the cleanest in the world, but I reckon it's been in 4,000 miles at the max. Not, what have I done? I went to Germany in it, and then I've done Cadwell. I've not barely done it. I drove quite a lot in the winter, but we're talking, I don't know, 2,500, 3,000 miles max. So we'll build a camera that can sometimes focus on some things, but not others. What the fuck is the point, man? There we go. Alright, that's draining then. Okay, the oil's nearly drained, but I'm going to show you the oil filter housing's rather nice on these as well. I mean, yeah, I'm maybe struggling to make this entertaining for you chaps. I hope it's something. But look, proper metal oil filter housing. There's one right long bolt through the middle. Oh, it's right hot as well. Look at that for a long bolt. Hey, that's a bit like, you know, when you get the McCain's oven chips, and every now and again there's a right long bastard. That is the right long bastard, isn't it? It's got a right little O-ring at the bottom as well. Fuck, that's hot. I didn't think this through. Put it there on the headlight. Headlights are actually, they like oil actually, yeah. It's a well-known fact. Now the oil filter I got, it's a racing oil filter. It's a racing applications only. And hopefully, there we go. So, you know, you buy a decent brand oil filter and you get all the Gucci's with it. So this big O-rings for the top of that lid, little ones for the end of the big McCain, and then some sump plug washers. Wonder why we've got two. What am I missing here? Have I forgot something? Let's get this lid off. Fucking hell, it's hot. If I had gloves on, we'd be a bit better. Oh shit. Now, here's a bit of a problem, and here's maybe a discussion point we can have in the comments. Because when I had the big end bearings done, I got Rob to check the valve clearances as well. And my cylinder head looks a lot like this, you know. It's not a very nice looking sign of an engine. You know, it kind of looks like, oh mate, you haven't changed your oil, have you? I mean, I've always changed the oil pretty well. I think this is the 4th time I've done it, or 3rd time I've done it. Is it 3rd or 4th? Shit, maybe it was me. Fuck. I got the car with 112,000 miles on it. It's about 10 more than that now, so you know, 4 years, we're averaging 2,500 miles a year. Maybe it was me, maybe this is my fault. But I tried to find some explanations for this on the internet last night, and all I could find was, you know, people calling each other cunts for not changing their oil every 3,000 miles and using fully synthetic and all that bollocks that you normally read on the internet. You know the kind of stuff. Now, don't try and tell me for 1 minute this isn't an interesting video. So we've got a genuine BMW oil filter with the part number on there and everything. It's got this metal case on it, top and bottom. And it's got this like little guard around the filter element as well, the paper. Whereas the Bosch one just goes au natural. Interesting, eh? Both got a rubber seal, top and bottom. Yeah, interesting stuff. Why is this then? Is this just different construction? Is it better somehow? Because obviously the oil doesn't flow through this bit anyway, so is this just BMW showing off and asking for a couple more quid? Made in Bosnia, made in Austria. Ooh, shit. Austria, Bosnia. Where would you rather have your oil filter from? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I've got everything changed over in this thing now. The second little washer in there was actually for the big McCain. So, Daddy's Chips, he's got a new O-ring on now, and he's got a new washer. Now, I've got a question for you. New O-ring on here as well, a new sump plug washer. Got a question for you, chaps, and I'm hoping, well, I'm hoping too much if I want some focus from my camera, aren't I? And I just want to get some discussion going, right? Why do engines get like this? And more importantly, have I caused it? Because I've thought of something. Can I get a better light? Is that light better? So this car had a real good history, you know, all its oil changes and stuff on time. Well, not quite all on, I mean, you know, it's not a 16-year-old car. How old is it now? It's 19 years old, this car, yeah? So it's getting on a bit. She's no spring chicken anymore. And I never had a look at the valve train or anything. And I don't know if it's not something I'm worrying about so much. It's just that I'm wondering, firstly, how it happened, and secondly, if there's anything I can actually do, such as an engine flush, to use that dirty word, I know that'll get some of you screaming, or anything like that to try and clear this off, in your opinion. So let's just have a look at the oil filter area. Burnt oil is the kind of look it has. So let me switch the camera around, right, because I've got some theories on this, and I just want to have a little bit of a discussion. So I left the car parked up for about, do you remember when the M3 was off the road for ages? Like, not quite as long as the Integra, obviously, but it's off the road for ages, and it just had the same engine oil in it for ages. And I'm wondering if just having engine oil sat, just doing nothing, can end up leaving an engine looking like that. Whereas before, you know, although I'll have to check the service history, I don't know where it is, to be honest. I've definitely got it though, it's definitely somewhere. You know, I'm pretty sure it was alright, but is this just a thing that happens? Well, I don't think it is, because I've had, like, my Honda B18 was immaculate underneath. And I've seen some engines, such as the MR2's original engine, that was real brown inside as well, which made me think that maybe it's just not been looked after that well. But, you know, or is it just something that can happen, you know, just by, say, having the car parked up for, it was over a year it was parked up off the road, this thing, so could that, you know, having the oil just sat there, could that produce this residue on stuff and, you know, make it look slightly less than ideal? It still runs good. Just a bit curious of what's happened and what's caused it, other than simply, you know, oh, you know, we can all guess and say, oh, it was just the oil weren't changed, but what's actually happening there? What's the chemical reaction? Because the oil that would have been sat in it would have been around the Nürburgring and bit, and it was good oil though, right? So it was good oil, so we don't think it's just like had cheap oil in it. I don't think it'll ever had cheap oil in it. But then again, would even cheap oil do that? We know how good cheap oil is these days, right? Stuff, you know. Just curious anyway. Thought it'd be something interesting for us to talk about. Why is the M3's oil, or why is the engine looking so brown and orangey? You know, like burnt horrible oil. But anyway, we'll do what we can for now. I was going to buy a flush. I was going to get an engine flush and flush it, but I got weak knees and decided I weren't going to do that. But so yeah, for now I'll just give it some fresh oil and we'll go from there. I've still got lots to do tonight anyway, so I'm going to stick the oil back in and then I'm going to get onto the drop links and have a look and maybe lower the ride height slightly on the front. I'm not going to put the splitter back on because I don't know if I mentioned that, but I was going to put the splitter back on. I've got another one. I was going to put a splitter on it basically, but where I mounted it last time, because it's pulled out the threads, I need some either bigger tech screws or another way to mount it. So yeah, that's not going to happen tonight, but let me crack on. While I'm doing that, have a think, what could be causing that with the oil, or what could have caused that? Could it have just been me leaving the car parked up for, it might have been 18 months, I don't know. I'll have to do a fact check. It was a long time. The car was just parked up and didn't run or anything for ages, because obviously I was fixing the back end for far too long. Anyway, let me get on with it. You have a ponder, you have a discussion, you have a fight in the comments, yeah? 25. 25. Hello, cat. Have you come to help with the M3? Huh? No? Okay. Go back to your business. Those of you who have been following the channel for a while will know I've got a bit of hypochondria, I think that's the word, with the M3. I'm always feeling like something's wrong with it, right? And I've always had this little bit of play on the front, or you know, something not feeling quite right on the front. And I feel like I've just had my hands there at like 10 o'clock on the left and you know 4 o'clock on the right, and I felt like I could just get something on this side. But I don't know. Yeah, what I am definitely going to do is bring these coilovers back down to just where the tape starts. Yeah, drop it down both sides, and yeah, I'm going to leave the drop links, I think, because they're a bit cunty to do. That's better. More stance, please. Thank you. Right, I've managed to kind of replicate this sound. See if you can hear it. Hope you can hear it. I found it, and it might be an easy fix. It's the strut. So maybe it just needs nipping down. Right, danger averted. I've not bought one of them posh socket sets yet that you can torque things properly that need holding down, but if you just use the baby gun. A couple of ugga duggers, yeah? Not too many. And now, Barry Sheen, the noise is gone. Yeah, boys, hopefully that was what I was feeling on track at Cadwell, and hopefully that's the end of problems and I don't have to change those drop links. Result. Do you remember when I did the coilovers on this a few months ago and I forgot to put the dust boot on one side? I wonder if that was that. Just didn't tighten it up right afterwards. What a successful, enjoyable, exciting, wild video we've had, chaps. 2 minutes, let's get it together and outro, yeah? Alright, let's see what this new ride height's like then. That's better, isn't it? It's still reasonable, but I have ordered some of them stands so I can corner weight this in the future. You'll be pleased to know. Looking forward to that already, aren't you? You fucking are. Alright, that's it from today then. Bit of a different video. Well, another garage video really. I did tell you there'd be more garage videos ahead, so this is going to be what it's like. These are the videos that I make because I'm doing stuff on the car and I thought you might be interested to see it. Not that I think an oil change is terribly interesting, but as I said at the start, I did this with my 5 Series last week, gave that a service and ended up having a load of drama along the way. Not had as much drama along the way on this one, of course. It's been pretty smooth sailing. Interested to know what your thoughts are on orange looking internals of engines. Now hopefully what you're going to tell me, I don't really, it's just something you think about, isn't it? Hopefully it's something, when the car was parked here for longer than what it should have been, hopefully it was just the oil in the engine then just being like, fucking hell mate, what's going on here? I'll just fucking chill, right? I'm just going to chill here, I'm just going to chill on this engine, right? And I'm just going to like fucking get a tan and that, and maybe that's what's happened, I don't know. Or maybe in, you know, its previous life, it's not had that many owners, this car, I don't think. Everyone who's had it's held onto it for a little bit. It's quite a good one when I got it, believe it or not. And yeah, maybe just someone's gone a bit too long before changing the oil or something. It's not like ridiculously low mileage or anything. It's 120 now, or 122, so you know, nearly 20 years old. Oh, it's kind of low really, isn't it? 6,000 miles a year ish. That's quite low, isn't it? I've not done any more than 2,000 or 3,000, but someone would have used it as a daily at some point, surely, some flash bastard back in the day, eh? It had the list of private plates that were on this car, even just from like one owner, is mad. Yeah, obviously I'm not into that, but anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching. Hey, canal, what a channel we've become. Another car review coming up soon, lots of track stuff coming. This is, I think, pretty confident now, this is going to Anglesey on Monday, so therell be some M3 track action to come. You know, I think maybe you're a bit bored of seeing the MR2. I love driving the MR2, but it's going to be nice driving something with some actual poise and pace. Pace is the main one. It's got some real pace on track, this thing. So that'll be good fun. Anglesey is a lovely circuit as well, not been there for a little while. Was actually meant to be driving a mad turbo Clio, perhaps the fastest Clio in the world. I was meant to be driving that, a time attack thing at Anglesey, but that shut its gearbox last week, so that's not happening. But I might be driving an RS4 instead. If not, there are some other cars which I'm hoping to drive, so yeah, plenty of track action to come. So hope you enjoyed the garage video. Thanks to the Patreons. That's enough from today. M3 hypochondria, well, we fixed it, so hopefully we've fixed it. I haven't test drove it yet. I think we fixed it, and it was me. Of course it was me. Bastards. Right, ta-ra. Have a nice time. Whatever you're doing. Waiting for my next video. Join my Discord. Yeah, I ain't got a clue what I'm doing, but I'm getting there, and I'm quite enjoying it actually. It's pretty good. Join the Discord.